I'm not surprised. I want to congratulate the ranking member for bringing this issue to the fore. But as I sit here and hear some of the questions and some of the commentary, really infuriates me about some of the attitudes and opinions and some of the remarks that I've heard. I'm trying to maintain my cool, so to speak. But first of all, Mr. Chairman, there are some letters that I would like to enter into the record, and some of them may be included, but I'm told that in your package, but I'm told that they aren't included, and we have a statement from the NAACP, the Leadership Council on Civil Rights and Human Rights, the United Church of Christ, the National Organization for Women, the Asian American Justice Center, Disability Rights Education and Defense Fund, and from the CWA, and I like those included in the record.
Without objection.
Mr. Chairman, and I want to ask, maybe Ms. Beach or anybody can answer this question. Was there any noticeable uptick in the Lifeline Services program during and immediately after Hurricane Katrina?
Congressman, as a matter of fact, it was during the time of recovery from Hurricane Katrina when the Commission permitted wireless providers to enter the program to provide vital services to the consumers affected.
Well, this notion of this service or these phones being called an Obama phone, what do you think is the rationale behind that? Because if you're going to call it in any kind of non-political, non-classless, and I might say that non-racist way, then it certainly should be called the Bush-Obama phone. Isn't that correct?
Congressman, you're absolutely correct that a lot of the expansion of the program that happened without proper oversight was during prior administrations. The reforms that the FCC has put in place in the last 3-4 years will ensure that only eligible subscribers can participate and that there are appropriate checks in place on the consumers as well as the carriers.
Well, let's look at who uses Lifeline. It's certainly not just members of citizens in urban centers. This program supports older Americans. One carrier reported that 47% of its users are 50 years old and 16% are over 60. Now, I know, because that's my age category, I like music, but I'm not too far into rap music. So for this service to be characterized as being or associated with something called Obama rap, what do you think about that?
As you say, the service is available without regard to any demographic characteristics, seniors, the elderly, disabled, rural as well as urban, based on income rates or participation in another federal assistance program. It's available in all 50 states.
Let me ask, I see my time is winding down and I have a lot of other questions along this line, but is there any of the witnesses at the table, are you aware of any increase in mobile phones in Afghanistan?
No, sir, I'm not.
I can't answer that question.
I was at a meeting earlier today with an expert, and there is an increase in mobile phone use in Afghanistan. And my understanding that it is federally subsidized. To a great extent, it's federally subsidized. So our taxpayer dollars are going to Afghanistan to increase mobile phone usage in Afghanistan. But here we are making much, and some of it legitimate, much ado about possibly job seekers. 26% of users reported by one carrier are unemployed, and 62% are employed on only a part-time basis. 52% of the subscribers are Caucasian, 30% are African American, and 10% are Hispanic. I mean, we're making much ado about something that that's been a fairly good program. The subject of this hearing is the Lifeline Fund, money well spent with a question mark. My answer to that is yes, it's well spent. Maybe some problems, but I think the FCC is moving to address the problems. I think they should be commended. But whether this program should be capped, no, it should not be capped, especially when the unemployment, when the number of poor people in this country is on a dramatic increase. Then why would we try to cap this particular program? Mr. Chairman, I yield back. I just want to, I don't like the message that's emanating from this hearing, and I think it's offensive to the best interest of the American people. I yield back.
Thank the gentleman's comment.